On this episode of the Fishwax Show, we're going to be talking about Aquaman. And what should he really look like?
So, this is another episode of the Fishwax Show. You may have noticed at this point that James seems to only wear white t-shirts. I think he's kind of like the Fonz, where he has a closet full of 7 white t-shirts, one for each day of the week.
Yeah, I thought that's what everybody did. It's a really comfortable shirt, man.
I got no problem with it, man. You wash it, right?
Yeah.
No, he has numerous white shirts, so that's cool. I tried to class it up a little bit, but
this is not a classy show.
I should have known better. Yeah, it's not a classy show.
Yeah, I feel like I was dressed appropriately for...
Well, I mean, Aquaman, he deserves respect. So I put on a collar and buttons for Aquaman. So let's get back to our subject.
Yeah.
We'll talk about fashion another time.
Yes.
So we're talking about what would the real Aquaman look like.
Uh-huh.
Now, there are 2 versions of Aquaman in general. I think there are others, but we're going to focus on the 2 main ones.
Yeah.
We have our old school Aquaman.
From the 60s, yeah, that Justice League Aquaman.
Which would be light skin,
Uh-huh.
blonde hair,
Yep.
bright orange top,
Yep.
bright green bottom,
Yeah.
pants. We're back to fashion. And of course the trident, right?
Yeah, he's got to try it. That's standard.
And then we have the new school Aquaman, who is more olive skinned,
Yes.
dark hair, beard, very different.
Very bearded. Very,
Not as bright colors. I mean, he still had the orange, right? But
no.
very dull.
Very, apparently he's very attractive to the ladies. They seem to like him. I don't see it, but you know.
He's just a dude.
I guess if you're gonna walk around with your shirt off all the time, you gotta
I guess.
can't have dad bod.
When I first saw him, he's got the long hair, the beard. He has a big fork.
Yeah.
I thought he looked like an Alabama frog gigger.
Yeah.
Gig a frog.
Yeah, search for that if you do not understand what that is.
Or maybe he's going to command an army of turtles.
Well, I assume that the man had a trident. But yeah, you assumed either he's going in to fight the army of Mordor, or he is spearing frogs in Alabama.
Yeah.
That's the obvious choice. It's not. That's Aquaman.
Well, let's talk about that. What about that Aquaman, new school Aquaman, makes sense?
None of it. But if you think it makes sense.
Well, okay. He's darker skinned than the original, which is kind of like Polynesian Hawaiian. So I think that makes sense.
Sure.
Those people, islands, fishing, boating, that kind of makes sense to me.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Okay. All right. That's. I guess the hair. I mean, the hair makes sense. He was maybe not access to a barber all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you get like a sawfish to cut your hair, it's gonna be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes sense about the old school Aquaman?
Okay. Well, he has the bleached blonde hair, which if you're at the beach every day in the sun,
Yeah.
your hair may be bleached out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an expert on hair. You can help me out on this, but and then
Yeah.
he's pale skinned though, so I think
Very
that kind
pale.
of offsets, because if you're going to be in the sun to get your hair bleached out, you should have a tan, but the pale skin makes sense if he's going to be living under the water.
That's my theory. Is Aquaman lives under the water? He doesn't live at the beach.
Yeah.
So he's going to be pale.
Okay.
I was going to say that doesn't make sense with the new Aquaman, because unless he does just chill at the beach.
Well, let's do this. Let's just completely scrap it. Old Aquaman's gone.
Yep.
New Aquaman's gone, and let's
Yep.
start from scratch. What would Aquaman really look like?
So the first obvious thing is he's got to have gills.
Okay.
How does Aquaman not have gills?
Either gills or he can breathe water through his nose. Which in that case, when he comes to the surface, wouldn't he have to have like a reverse scuba suit, like with water inside of it? Total fail there on whoever designed that.
Major loss of opportunity there.
I think he would be pale skinned, like we thought.
I'd tend to go towards that more.
And we don't. What is he supposed to live at Atlantis or something like that?
I guess that's his deal.
Okay, so how far down is that?
It's at the bottom.
The bottom. Now
it's dark.
I've watched some Discovery Channel TV.
And lately, they don't talk about that stuff anymore. It's all bicycles and.
I'm not talking about the History Channel, the aliens and stuff. I'm talking about like actual fish. You know, from
like sea. Fish, yeah.
And or like a cave fish, a cave salamander. What are they lacking?
They can't see.
They don't have. Some of them don't even have eyeballs, right?
No.
So Aquaman should be an eyeless, pasty white, water-breathing being.
Either needs to be eyeless, or if you've seen the Discovery Channel or Planet Earth, giant eyes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's either or. You certainly don't have just normal dude eyes.
Normal dude eyes are out. They don't make sense with Aquaman.
Especially not in 2019. No. So that's established. Now, okay. The other thing I never figured out is, how does he not have a mermaid tail if he lives underwater?
Yeah.
He wouldn't have legs.
Or at least flipper feet.
Flipper feet something.
Yeah.
Or like a squid could have that type of ink propulsion system out of some area of him, Whatever it is not what Aquaman has.
Yeah, he should be a primary marine-based thing. I mean, he's
just a
sea creatures.
It just appears to be a man who walks out of the ocean.
Yeah, he should be out of his element when he's on land.
He should be flopping around like a fish,
however,
unable to breathe.
The other Aquaman, they're in their element on land. Oh, I can walk. I have feet. I can walk, but I can get fish to do what I want.
Yeah.
No, makes no sense.
So does that ability still carry over? He can manipulate fish to.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, but he should be flopping around like a fish because he should have a tail.
Yeah.
So whoever's in charge of this, fix it for the next Aquaman movie.
Mm-hmm.
Make him a pale, pasty, eyeless, water-breathing fish thing. That would get some movie tickets sold, right?
People certainly be talking about it.
Yeah.
And not about dude's abs.
And what you'll be talking about is the internet picture of the day, which is coming up. We want you to comment. We want you to caption it if you want, or just say how stupid it is, how cool it is.
They need to say what their Aquaman
also,
would have.
yeah, definitely. Comment about what you think Aquaman should look like or shouldn't look like. Tell us where we're right, where we're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Join in the conversation.
Where's Aquawoman?
Well, go off on that, people. All right, internet picture of the day time. Bye.